Are we live? We are live. Good Friday morning, everyone. Thank you for getting on here. If you are on here, you know the drill. Like, comment, and share the stream. So today's title is Meet Our New Agent, Brittany. That is me. I am Brittany. I'm the newest agent to the GTT team. Hello, everyone. So, Tommy. Look a lot like him, don't I? Good morning. So, we always start our show with 60 seconds of gratitude. Noah, today, what are you grateful for?
Today, what I am grateful for is being able to be in a position where I'm exposed to high frequency things, because exposure gets you to a bigger thought frame. You think bigger when you're exposed to bigger things. So I'm thankful to be able to be exposed to big things.
You're thankful to be exposed to big things. Like it. Cam?
Spot. What am I thankful for this morning? I'm just thankful to be able to just wake up and have a new day.
I like it.
New opportunities.
Happy Friday.
Thank you. Happy Friday.
Yes. Josh is grateful for Future's new album. Like it. I am grateful that Larima is here this morning. Nice to see your face.
I'm grateful you're doing the show, so I didn't have
Cool.
to.
Cool. All right, well, let's jump into it. Q&A with Brittany. Hit me with your questions.
How old are you?
I'm 23 years old.
How much money do you make a year before taxes?
Not a lot.
Yeah.
Grateful that I'm not hungover for the first time this week, Tommy said. I'm grateful you were feeling good this morning.
What made you decide to come on the GTT team?
So what made me decide to come to the GTT team is
It's me.
Noah thinks it's him, which, I mean, he is kind of part of it, but the main reason is the people that I knew on the team and saw from where I knew them to where they became once joining Kier. So,
Who?
Noah,
Noah? Just him?
yes, not just Noah.
That's just it. Yeah, that's it.
Julia, I knew Julia. Kaylin, I knew KK. We were friends in high school, and Cole knew Drew, and he's always talked about how good he's done and all the business he's gotten throughout the time starting into real estate. So I would say my biggest thing is seeing where you can start here and where you can go.
Would you ever think about going somewhere else?
Definitely not.
So has this met your expectations about what you thought it was going to be like when you decided to get into this business?
As in real estate or just the GTT team?
Both.
Both. As in real estate, it's a lot more than I was expecting.
What do you mean a lot more?
Harder or easier?
I would say harder. Just accountability, coming in, make sure you're doing the things you're supposed to get done every single day. GTT, I would say the team is what I was expecting. I saw that you guys all hold each other accountable to get things done, be better, and I've seen that since being here.
What is one of the biggest things that have been life-changing for you, whether it be being exposed to something, learning something new, a new skill, here, not only that pertains to business, but life as well?
My biggest life-changing experience? That's a good one, Noah. You know, I guess just growing up in itself in life. I mean, once you get older, there's things you can't do that you used to be able to do. You gotta be an adult.
Yeah.
Sucks.
Sometimes it does suck.
It does suck.
So what's the best thing about all of this? I mean, now that you're here, I mean, what you're learning, what you're getting exposed to, talk about a few of the cool things that you've come across.
Yeah. So I love meeting new people, and definitely in this business you do that. You meet a bunch of new people and make those relationships with others, and meeting the people and also building the relationships off of people that I already knew. So I really enjoy that and the relationship building of the business. Yes.
So did you have any interest in real estate before coming to here rather than just knowing people in the business? Like, what brought you to real estate other than, like I said?
I've always kind of like been intrigued with real estate, but I just didn't. I don't know what really made me finally take the leap into it. I guess just we were financially okay to do it at the point. We wanted to buy a house. We bought a house. So then Cole was just like, you know what? I think you should just do it. So I did it. But just the freedom of it being, and then the goal of being financially free and helping others.
Is that why you wanted to join in the first place?
Yes. To be able to help others meet new people and do what, man?
What's the hardest thing about all this?
Also meeting new people is also one of the hardest things, or talking to people over the phone that you've never met.
Cold calls.
Cold calls.
Yeah, what's the one thing you hate the most, though? You do a lot of things every single day. What's the one thing that you
Probably
hate doing?
cold calls.
Is that it?
Let me ask you this. So, you know, in the business, and even, you know, the amount of time you've been here, you've been able to see that it's such a long process, and you can get demotivated very easily. Like with making all these phone calls and really not getting nothing back from it, and, you know, being broke for some months at a time. What's keeping you going? Why haven't you given up yet? What's keeping you going each day to come in? And because you come in every single day, and you work really, really hard. So what's keeping you going?
What I mentioned before, seeing where other people, where they started and where they are now, like hearing you guys talk about other people in the office, like hearing you guys talk about Hayden all the time, where he came in, he was just kind of wore what he wore, didn't look the best, didn't have the best attitude, and now he's having a great month this month. So being able to see that it works if you put the effort into it, and you're here and you're working and you're learning things, then it works.
Yeah. Do you have a goal for yourself? Where you want to be?
Where I want to be long term, I'm still working on it.
Short and long term. Like where would you like to be at the end of the year? What would you like to get from?
My biggest thing right now is just being present, and so I can work with other people and work deals with other people, so I can learn everything that I can.
Best answer right there.
Yes.
So we're real big on the 3 C's here: courage, confidence, and commitment. Which one of the 3 C's do you feel like you need to work on, and which one you feel like you've improved on the most?
One I definitely need to keep working on is courage. I still get a little like shy when it comes to things, so I don't have that muscle built up all the way yet, which you're always building on. You're always working your muscles. So, but I think my biggest one since starting here that I have built the most is commitment, and actually coming into the office, going on showings, and just learning new things and committing to this and committing that this is what I want to do.
So would you feel like the GTT boot camp really works?
Yes, I would.
You're a soldier of the GTT boot camp right now.
Not many survive.
We're probably batting 500 with the people that come in here that can actually get out of it.
So you said you're committed, and we were talking about a couple days ago. Commitment means, you know, ruling out any other options, kind of letting the boat burn, and you go along your way, right? So is that like a scary thing for you to not have any? Are you ruling out? First of all, are you ruling out all other options, and this is the sole only option that you have to make it, or?
Well, yes, because I had a good, stable job that I was at. I worked at Ascend, the credit union, for a little over 2 years, and I was comfortable. I made good money. I had really good benefits, but I just wasn't happy there. I knew it wasn't what I wanted to do for the rest of my life. So I would say yes, because I took that leap to quit that job and kind of be in an uncomfortable state for a second to start something new and be committed to it.
If you had to say one thing to somebody that was in your position about a year ago, that was working at Ascend, kind of thinking about moving to real estate, what would you tell them?
Just do it.
Cool.
Just do it.
Simple. Why? Why? You say just do it. What if they said why? Why should I just do it? What would you say?
What are you getting out of sitting where you are now other than just being comfortable in life? Is comfortable where you want to be forever?
Mm-hmm.
Or do you want more for yourself? If you want more for yourself, just do it. But if you just want to be comfortable and unhappy and wake up every morning like I was and trying to find every excuse I could to try and call out that day, then don't do it.
Yeah.
What if that same person was like, I don't like talking to people, I really don't, I'm not a huge people person, but, I know real estate, I have the opportunity to make a lot of money, and, maybe down the road I want to do something else. Maybe down the road I want to, open up my own bank or open up a restaurant or some shit. Do you feel like it'd be beneficial for them to come into this business to get to where they want to go in the future, or would you say if they're not a huge people person?
I mean,
They see opportunity within real estate.
you have to be a people person to talk to people. You have to be you really have to be a people person to pretty much do anything, unless you're just I don't know. You gotta be a people person just to pretty much do anything. So I would say yes, because you're gonna, especially here, you're gonna grow that courage, confidence, and commitment, and you have to have those three things to do pretty much anything. So if you wanted to go out and then potentially open up your own bank or your own business of any sort, then definitely, yeah, I would say it would benefit them.
Yeah.
You're always selling. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what you're doing. You're always selling.
Right.
Elon Musk sells. Is he a people person? Just looking at him, probably not the best people person, but he's a salesperson.
Right.
So that's what I'd say. You got to be able to sell.
Yes.
Have you learned how to sell since you've been here?
Still not the best, but I've learned some things.
You damn sure have.
Chris Beverly said, what would you tell a person starting their first day in real estate? What do you wish you knew day one? Ooh. I would kind of just, the same thing I just said to Josh's question, is just do it. Stay committed. Be committed to what you're doing, and it's all going to work out. You're going to learn so much, because it's kind of when you first start, it's kind of an unknown. So I would just say, just know that if you are committed, if you're taking accountability for everything you're supposed to do, it's going to work out.
What in your mind, if you had to define the word commitment since you've been here, do you feel like it's changed, like the definition in your mind? Do you feel like it's changed before you got here to now?
Maybe a little bit, but I grew up playing sports and softball. I played softball I started when I was 4 up until I graduated high school. So, you got to be committed in something like that. I would say my outlook on it, no.
What's your
Just,
definition of commitment?
Yeah, I was about to say, if you had to put a definition.
my definition would probably be of commitment. Just staying I don't know my words here. Staying put to what you're doing, I guess. And knowing that you got to work hard and be accountable and be present in what you're doing to be committed to what you're doing.
Whenever I hear commitment, like you were saying, you played sports.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever I hear commitment, I think back to like whenever I played baseball, and a bunch of my buddies played football, and they would commit to college, and like 2 weeks after they committed, they would transfer, they would do something else, or they would drop out. Some of them ended up going through, but I'd say like that's the big difference between the commitment that I know now. Is like, hey, if I fucking commit to something now, there's no way, nothing will be able to take me off track.
Yeah.
And it's like the definition back then to now. Back then it's like, okay, yeah, I'm committed to this, but if something else were to pop up,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nowadays
Right.
it's like straight up, I don't give a shit. What I'm doing, it could be the smallest thing in the world, it could be the biggest thing in the world. I'm doing it no matter what, 110%. Then there's gonna be some trouble if you try to
Right.
take me off my track. So
I agree with that.
Agreed.
I agree with that. I think being here has changed my perception of what commitment means. Do you feel the same way?
Yeah, what would you say, what has being here made you change your perception of commitment? Like what did you think commitment was then to now?
So back then, I thought that commitment was, very similar to like what Josh was saying. I'm saying it, and I'm gonna say I'm committed, and I'll probably start something very, very strong. But then it's like other options come up, or the grass is always greener somewhere else. So I'm saying I'm committed to this, or saying I'm committed to this, and this could be anything. It could be a person, it could be a hobby, it could be a thing, a challenge, a program. I'm saying I'm committed, and then other options come up, other things come up, or excuses come up. It gives me some other reason to make an excuse to stop, right, and to stop the original commitment that I made to this one task. So I gave it up, right? So that was my previous definition of commitment in my head, and now it's like, I feel if you say you're committed to something, like right now I'm committed to 75 Park. There's nothing that in this world that could get me to not finish this shit.
When I was playing softball, we had a trainer that came in and worked with our team, and one thing that he said that has always kind of stuck with me, that I kind of put with commitment, is no excuses, just results.
Yeah.
So that's kind of how I see it.
Yeah, I think a lot of us, and I'm saying us, right? A lot of us say, we talk the talk, right? We say we're committed, and then we don't walk the walk, right?
Yeah.
It's just a word that we don't really think about as much as, to the people who really know they're committed. They're going to be the ones who are most confident, right? Because they're saying they're committed to something, and they're going to
Prove it
to the end of it, right?
Right.
They're going to be the ones who are most confident and ultimately do the best. When you say you're committed to something and you actually stay true to that, and you stay committed. Brittany,
Well,
the show's
good deal.
over. I got one more question.
I was about to say, I have one more question. Go ahead.
Hey,
Two
you
more-
go ahead.
two more questions.
You first.
No, you go first.
Okay.
Battle it out.
See you on camera.
Hey, if you had one person out there, Brittany, watching this show that was looking at the GTT team, thinking about buying or selling a house, and you had to say one thing to not put us down, but maybe say something positive about yourself, what would you say to them if they were considering about buying a home and you were on their radar?
Well, I would say my biggest thing is we're in a stressful market, and what I want to do for you is to take that burden off your shoulders, and for this to make that buying or selling a home the most smooth selling process you've ever been a part of.
Awesome.
Yes. So choose me.
What's your favorite color?
Purple or pink?
Yeah, you gotta choose one.
Okay. Probably pink. Yeah.
Cool.
Pink. Well,
Good job.
thank you everyone. Again, if you're on here watching, like, comment, and share the stream, and I hope you have a great Friday.